Okay, so imagine monkeys on computers. It's a wild thought, right? But stay with me here. Crazy, right? But what if those monkeys were selling drugs? Yeah, you heard me correctly. Monkeys, drugs, and the internet. And not just any drugs, but the illegal kind? The kind that can get you into serious trouble. That's totally not hot. Well, that's kind of what happened with this whole Largomonkey thing. It's a bizarre tale that sounds like fiction, but it's all too real. It's like a story straight out of a movie, except it's real life. And instead of monkeys, it's people being super shady on the internet. Imagine a world where the lines between reality and fiction blur. Now, I'm not one to judge, but selling drugs online, that's a whole new level of risky business. That's a big no-no. It's dangerous and it can really hurt people. The consequences are severe and it's not just about breaking the law. And let's be real, nobody wants to end up in jail. It's a place where freedom is stripped away and life becomes a series of restrictions. Trust me, I've been there, and it's not cute. The reality of prison life is harsh and unforgiving. So let's dive into this whole Largomonkey mess and see what went down. It's a tangled web of deceit, crime, and digital trickery. Get ready for some serious drama, because this story has it all: drugs, money, and the dark web. It's a cocktail of chaos that you won't believe. It's like a recipe for disaster. And honey, let me tell you, things got messy. The authorities had their hands full trying to untangle this mess. This whole thing started on the dark web, which is like the internet's secret underground. It's a hidden world where anything goes. It's where people go to buy and sell things that are, shall we say, a little less than legal. It's a marketplace for the forbidden. Think drugs, weapons, fake IDs, you name it. If it's illegal, you can probably find it there. It's all very hush-hush, and people use special software to hide their identities. They think they're invisible, but the truth is far from it. They think they're being all sneaky and anonymous, but guess what? The digital footprint is hard to erase. The internet remembers everything. And sometimes, the cops are watching. They're always one step behind, ready to pounce. So who were these Largomonkey masterminds? Well, there was Iliami, the supposed ringleader. He was like the Don Draper of the operation, all smooth and in charge. Then there was Quinme, the tech whiz who probably knew her way around a computer better than anyone else. And let's not forget Iris and John, the partners in crime who helped get the drugs out on the streets. Together, they were like a twisted version of the Scooby-Doo gang, except instead of solving mysteries, they were creating them. They set up shop on the dark web, using code names and fake accounts to hide their true identities. They thought they were being super clever, but honey, the jig was up. Imagine this. You log onto your computer, but instead of checking your emails or scrolling through Instagram, you're browsing for drugs. It's a hidden world, just a few clicks away, where anonymity reigns supreme. That's the reality of the dark web drug trade. It's like Amazon for illegal substances, with vendors hawking their wares and buyers looking for a quick fix. The marketplace is bustling, with countless listings for every drug imaginable, all priced in Bitcoin. The Largomonkey crew were like the top sellers on this digital drug den. They had a system down pat. Buyers would place their orders using cryptocurrency, which is like digital cash that's hard to trace. This made transactions both secure and anonymous, a perfect combination for illegal activities. Then, the Largomonkey gang would package up the drugs and ship them out using fake names and addresses. They had a streamlined operation, ensuring that the packages looked as inconspicuous as possible to avoid detection. They were like the ultimate online drug dealers, raking in the Bitcoin and living the high life. Their success allowed them to indulge in a luxurious lifestyle, flaunting their wealth and the spoils of their illicit trade. But little did they know, their days of digital dealing were numbered. Law enforcement agencies were closing in, tracking their every move, and it was only a matter of time before their operation came crashing down. Now here's where things get really interesting. Remember how I said the internet remembers everything? Well, that includes your Bitcoin transactions. See, every time you use Bitcoin, it's recorded on a public ledger called the blockchain. It's like a digital trail that's almost impossible to erase. The cops, they're not stupid. They know how to follow the money, even when it's in the form of Bitcoin. And guess what? Those Bitcoin trails led straight to the Largomonkey crew. It turns out that even the sneakiest criminals leave digital fingerprints, and in the world of online crime, the blockchain is like a giant magnifying glass. From silly coconut to hard time, the feds crack down. The Largomonkey gang thought they were invincible, hiding behind their computers and their fake names. They operated in the shadows, believing their anonymity would protect them from the law, but the feds were onto them, and they were closing in. They had been tracking their every move, gathering evidence and building a case. They set up sting operations, making undercover buys and tracking shipments. Every transaction was monitored, every package traced. They were like digital detectives, piecing together the puzzle one click at a time. Each piece of data brought them closer to the truth. And then, bam! The hammer dropped. The coordinated raids were executed with precision. The feds swooped in and arrested the entire Largomonkey crew. There was no escape, no place to hide. They raided their homes, seized their computers, and shut down their online operation. The digital empire they had built crumbled in an instant. The party was over, and it was time to face the music. The once untouchable gang was now in handcuffs, their rights read to them. The Largomonkey gang went from being big shots on the dark web to inmates in a federal prison. Their reign of digital terror had come to an end. Talk about a crash landing. Their fall from grace was swift and unforgiving. Section 6, The Allure and the Abyss, Why the Dark Web Beckons. Okay, so the dark web might seem scary, but for some people it's like a forbidden fruit. It's anonymous, it's exciting, and it gives you access to things you can't find anywhere else. It's like a digital speakeasy, where the drinks are strong, the music is loud, and the risks are high. But just like a speakeasy during Prohibition, what happens on the dark web doesn't always stay there. The allure of anonymity can be intoxicating, but it can also be blinding. People let their guard down, they take risks they wouldn't normally take, and they end up paying the price. Section 7, Beyond the Buzz, the Real Cost of Online Drug Havens. Here's the thing about drugs, they don't discriminate. They can hook anyone, from the rich and famous to the everyday person just trying to escape their problems. And when you buy drugs online, you never really know what you're getting. You could be getting something laced with fentanyl, which is like super dangerous. Or you could be supporting organized crime without even realizing it. The dark web drug trade is a dirty business, and it's built on the suffering of others. Section 8, Logged Out, Locked Up, Lessons from Largomonkey's Fall. The Largomonkey case is a cautionary tale about the dangers of the dark web. It's a reminder that you're never truly anonymous online, and that even the smartest criminals can get caught. But it's also a story about the consequences of our actions. When you buy drugs online, you're not just clicking a button and getting a package delivered to your door. You're becoming part of a larger problem, one that fuels addiction, violence, and despair. It's time to log out of the dark web and face reality. Section 9, Think Before You Click, Navigating the Digital Jungle. The internet can be a wonderful place. It connects us with people all over the world. It gives us access to endless information, and it lets us share our lives with others. But like any jungle, it has its dangers, and the dark web is a particularly treacherous terrain. So the next time you're online, remember the story of Largomonkey. Think before you click, be aware of the risks, and stay safe out there. And if you or someone you know is struggling with addiction, please reach out for help. There's no shame in asking for a lifeline.